How everybody doing today? One of my perceptions that has changed for me as a result of taking this class is what I think about capital punishment. I used to think capital punishment was well deserved for an individual that was accused of murder or convicted of murder. But as I continue to read and get further into this class, I learned that capital punishment don't deter crime. Innocent people have been put to death only to find out later that they really didn't commit the crime. Um, I believe if the state puts someone to death, they're actually no better than the person that committed the crime. I think if you put someone in jail for the rest of their life, they out of society, and they don't have the person or the family that they committed the crime against. They don't have to see them because they're incarcerated. I think they would be more justified in taking their life, and taking their life is too easy. I mean, it's like they don't really. I mean, they don't get to sit and think about what they really did. You know, it's just I just think taking a life is too easy. Um, Another one of the social structure theory has changed my perception on the way I think about different crimes because it explains the negative aspects of the social structure, like dysfunction within a family, poverty, um, low income, and a lack of education. You know, basically it's saying that it will likely produce criminal behavior. And I guess from my experience or for what I've seen, um, it's a lot of crime that goes on in low income areas where it's a lot of poverty at. But that's exposed. You know, it's like the media dwells in areas like that. You know, but if you got like a rich neighborhood where it's a lot of crime going on, it's not really exposed or talked about, but it's going on. Crimes don't just happen in one area, but the media decides who they want to expose and who they don't want to expose. That's just how I feel about it. Jeremy Bentham, if I'm saying it correctly, he persuaded my thoughts on punishment. Um, he's changed my perspective on punishment. He's been an advocate neither for extreme or cruel punishment. Only punishment, basically, what I'm getting out of it, punishment that will that he think that will trying to see how should I put it. Well, punishment that the person will experience a feeling that they won't do what they did again because they don't want to feel like they feel at the time or whatever punishment you decide to give them. But going as far as like when somebody commit like murder, like I talked about earlier, just going straight to the death no the death penalty. I think some people learn from their mistakes and some don't, and sometimes I think we're quick to judge and don't give a person a chance to be give them a chance to change. And I think that has a lot to do with, again, the media. You know, you let somebody off the hook or you let them, give them another chance. You get so much backlash, you know, the next person just don't get the opportunity. Um, I also think that people commit crimes. Some people are accused of committing crimes they don't commit, and they are they don't have good representation. That's one of the reasons they are convicted. You get a person low income, not a lot of money. And first thing they get when they commit a crime or accused of committing a crime, they can't afford a lawyer, so they get a court appointed lawyer. And a lot of times, a court appointed lawyer, what he want to do is a plea bargain. All right, you didn't commit the crime, so you don't want a plea bargain. But here's what he tell you: um, really, you take this plea bargain, it's better for you. Well, I didn't do it. Well, if you get convicted, you will get more time. Right now, I can get you a plea bargain for 2 years. But if you take a chance and you get convicted, you're going to get 10. And that kind of scares the person into taking the deal. And I think that's just unfair. Also, in this class, I learned a lot from the people that's in the class. When we have a discussion board and we had to respond and read other people's point of views on things, I actually learned a lot. And some of the things that I read, it kind of made me change the way I thought about things. I didn't really look at it that way. So it's good to listen to other people's ideas and what they think, because a lot of times, when you close-minded or you're in a box, you only think one way. But if you're if you're able to listen to other people's ideas, read other people's ideas, it'll give you a difference. It make you think about things more. It might not change your mind, but it'll really make you think. They could be right, and it's not a right or wrong. It's really your opinion. It's just your opinion, and I always agree to disagree. I'm not right about everything, and whoever information I'm reading, not always right about everything. But it's just give you dialogue. And this class, I really learned a lot about crime and criminals, and a lot of times we just hear about somebody commit a crime, and we don't really get to the surface of it. We just listen to what the media say, and that's it. And we already label this person bad. We don't know where they come from, their background, their education, none of that. We just quick to judge. And I always like to give people the benefit of the doubt, because you can make a mistake. We all human. We're making mistakes, and sometimes I feel like I'm always willing to give a person another chance. Because I did things that I shouldn't have did or I regret doing, and people didn't dwell on my wrongs, and they kind of gave me another chance, and I think I took advantage of that chance, and yeah, I took advantage, because right now I'm working on my bachelor's degree at 47 years old, and if you'd asked me 20 years ago what I'd be doing now, I know I would have told you I'd be back in school, but I have two daughters. One graduated in December with her master's in mental counseling, and then I have one, this is her second year in college. So I want to be a role model. I made mistakes, but people forgave me for my mistakes, and I think if you really want to change, you can do it. And you really need help. I mean, some people need help. You can't do it by yourself, but you need to surround yourself with positive people, and be willing to ask for help. because I also while taking this class, reading the government, police force, police officers, the police departments, they're willing to help if you're willing to ask. I mean, it's a lot of programs out there for people to get in trouble. You just have to ask. You know, don't be scared. Um, I I just enjoy the class, and like I said, I would recommend this class to anyone that's taking criminal justice or want to be in law enforcement. It opens your mind to why people do things. It just don't let you label people, or if you do label the people, you have more information on your decision. Thank you, and again, I enjoyed this class.